So we were actually going to do whiskey. My family had a history way back of distilling in Northern Ireland, but then we had this light bulb moment. We were actually on a trip to Dublin. I was drinking around 6 cups of tea a day, but I didn't really consider myself a tea person. It was just how I was raised and part of my daily ritual. Tea wasn't as cool as whiskey or beer. It was stuck in this very strange place of fancy tea houses or the boring grocery store tea aisle. We wanted to disrupt this by making tea more accessible and appealing to a new era of tea drinkers. There are over 2,000 coffee roasters in the US and over 9,000 craft breweries, yet less than 250 tea makers. For the second most consumed beverage in the world, behind only water, we saw a space that was starving for a change. We'd seen coffee go through this new wave from cheap grind sitting in a canister on the top of your fridge to this elevated cafe experience. How could we begin a craft tea movement similar to what beer, whiskey, and coffee had gone through to help usher in the new wave of tea? Well, there's a traditional Celtic knot in the teapot with a phoenix coming out of it, with tea leaves as its wings, and that all ties into the Revival name. We really wanted to just revive the tea industry as a whole. I think the why behind a company really is everything. For us, it was not just to change the tea world, but empower the communities that support it. We wanted to support the farmers who truly are the heart and soul of each cup. We knew we wanted to use only the finest, ethically sourced ingredients. We wanted to promote sustainability in every way we could. We also wanted to reinvest back into the communities that we live and work in. We launched in 2018 with just one tea, our fresh crafted spiced chai. We were both still working full-time jobs. We actually rented a shared commissary kitchen with food truck vendors where we'd go in the dead of night to blend and package our tea. That fall, we launched a Kickstarter campaign. And this week, we are starting our pre-orders on Kickstarter, where we generated over $5,000 in pre-orders for our 12-ounce loose-leaf tea canisters. In December of 2020, we launched RevivalTeaCompany.com, where people could order our chai, as well as mugs and other accessories. The next 60 days, we continue to ship this blend to 24 countries and every state. In the spring of 2019, we launched 11 additional teas that we called our Signature Series, and began offering everything not just as loose leaf, but in tea bags as well. We began doing farmers markets and launched our wholesale program. We never thought we would open a physical location, but it became apparent early that there was a need in our hometown of Spokane, Washington for a place people could come together, try our blends, and familiarize themselves with the brand. We found an old basement speakeasy space that we spent the next 8 months restoring back to its former glory. We opened our tasting room and retail shop in February 2020, and were able to move our production on site. The first 30 days, we saw over 4,000 people walk through our doors. Our business grew so much in 2020 that we actually needed to find more space to blend and bag our tea. We moved our production space into over 4,000 square feet, just blocks from our tasting room. This new space would act as the foundation for future growth. We've grown to over 60 tea blends that we offer in both loose leaf and in tea bags. We import over 250 ingredients from 30 different countries around the world. In just 4 short years, we've grown into the fastest growing tea company in the United States. By the end of this year, we'll have over 2,500 wholesale partners coast to coast who serve and sell Revival Tea. We plan to open additional tasting rooms in other markets across the country. We want to continue to innovate new exciting ways to enjoy tea, including our Revive and Hop Tea that you'll be able to purchase online and in stores later this year. We believe tea should be bold and exciting. We're creating a community of tea drinkers who really do hold their cup to a higher standard. It's time for a new era of tea. We're so thankful for everyone who's joined us along the way, and introduce ourselves to those of you who are yet to try Revival Tea. Welcome to the Revival.